what I learned about trying, I came up with a saying: the ability to try will take you great lengths. Will take you to great lengths. Something along those lines. Excuse me. It's a new quote, so of course it's not fully instilled within my mind yet. But anyhow, I came up with a saying, and it's something along the lines of the ability to try will take you to great lengths. And I wanted to make this video because what I learned about trying is that when you not just so much try, but when you try, you have to do, right? And it is when you do that you must keep on trying. When you're undergoing something challenging, something difficult, something that you doubt that you can get through, you have to try. Because again, when you try, you are attempting, which means you are doing, right? And if you can try just to hold on one more day, if you can try just one more time, if you are, say, working on a certain project, try to whatever it is that isn't working, try one more time to get it right. If you are trying to accomplish something, try one more time. Because I learned that sometimes when we're on the verge of giving up, and all this is from experience, personal experience. When you're on the verge of giving up, I learned that if you just try one more time, and when you try and it still doesn't work, try one more time. And when you try and it doesn't work, try one more time. And when you try and nothing seems to be getting better, you have to have that mentality as try one more time, try one more time, try one more time, try one more time. Why? Because eventually when you keep on trying, again, when you try, you do, right? When you keep on trying, when you keep on doing, you have to learn through reflection. You're going to learn so much within the process. And that's what the journey is most about. It's not so much of just you wanting to go from here to there. It's the gap between from you getting from where you are to where it is you are not. That is where you are going to build the most, when you are going to build the most out of your character. And you are also going to build the necessary skills, the necessary skill sets that you are going to need and develop within your process. So whenever you go from where you are, which is like where you are now, to where it is you are not, you are going to have the character, the patience, the necessary skills, tools, they call it, to help you attain where you are going, to help you attain what's next. And again, when you can have that ability to just try one more time, try one more time, try one more time. Because when you're on the verge, it's very, very easy to try something when you're excited. When you're excited about starting something new, when you're excited about attempting to accomplish a certain goal, when you're trying to start a new project, you're excited. You're of course you're excited because it's something different. It gets you pumped up. You're excited. You can't wait for you. All you can see is you already having the end goal. Whatever the end goal is. If you're trying to hit a weight loss goal, all you see is you being healthy, right? If you're trying to accomplish a certain project, all you see is your project taking off to wherever it is you desire, or coming into fruition. It's very, very easy in the beginning let me phrase that, not easy, but simple, to be excited in the beginning. It is when things become hard and difficult within, whether it be a week, a month, even a year, sometimes even a decade, depending on which game you are playing, that if you can have that mentality of just try one more time, it is the process of, again, when you start something, I have to slow it down for a second, excuse me. When you start something, it can be very exciting in the beginning. It is when you continue to try, you continue to do, It is when that week passes, that month passes, that year passes, and again, whatever game you're playing, whether the decade passes, it is those moments, those things that you're going to experience things within that process that are going to start getting hard and difficult, and things that you maybe either miscalculated or didn't even calculate at all, that is one, going to break you, one, going to cause you to be so drained and tired that you're ultimately going to quit, which is a guarantee you won't reach the destination that you had once thought you were going to accomplish or get to, you know. But I learned that if you have that mindset to just try one more time, keep the end goal in mind, or not so much the end goal, but keep the goal in mind. Yes, but don't prioritize that as your focus. Prioritize as you just taking one step at a time. Be mindful of, again, yes, what your goal is, or what it is you are trying to do. But if you can, I realized that if you just focus on the goal, it can be very discouraging when you are not hitting your goal or your targets, in a sense, when you thought you were. Because when you think you are going to, let's just say you create a project, right? I'm using me as an example. I was into the e-commerce industry for a little while, for a short while. I haven't talked about this much, but I was in the e-commerce industry for a while. And I genuinely thought that within 4 months, I'm going to just say a year, I was going to be making $250,000 every single month in revenue. I genuinely believe that. And as I wasn't making that, or my business wasn't doing as good as I originally thought it was going to, because in the beginning I was excited. I came across this business model, started doing it, and I was like, oh, great, I have all the information, this is definitely going to work. It's worked for this person. It worked for this person. It's definitely going to work for me, right? And as time started going by, I started to feel discouraged. Again, it's new. I'm excited, right? It's the very beginning. I am excited. But as time started going by, I wasn't where I originally thought I was going to be. And that is where things became very hard and very difficult. And I had to find a way to, am I still doing that business model? No, I'm venturing off into other things. But anyhow, the point that I'm trying to say here is that if you work towards something and you don't necessarily get there when you originally thought you were, it can be discouraging. And it is those moments that is ultimately going to cause you to quit, cause you to give up, cause you to throw in the towel, to say the least. And it is having the mindset of just try one more time, try one more time, try one more time. And I wanted to mention too that by me talking about trying and doing, and by me talking about how it's in the e-commerce industry, and it sounds like I quit, but am I still in the e-commerce industry? No, I'm not. However, because I learned the skill sets and things that I learned from that experience, I was able to build my own website. So I was able to utilize what I learned from that experience to help me build the things and create the things that I am working on today. So I wanted to mention that too, because I can't make a video talking about don't quit, or not quit, but I can't make a video talking about just try and do, and it's ultimately going to get you to where it is you were going. When I just mentioned I started e-commerce business and it failed, right? I wanted to mention too that because of that experience, did it work out? No, it didn't. I didn't make quite a bit of money in a single day. Because of my disability, it became challenging and difficult, much more harder than I originally thought. I miscalculated my strength and my SMA and efforts that I would have to do to keep my business going. However, because again, that experience, I was able to utilize what I learned then to help me create the things that I'm doing, and utilize what I learned then to help me do the things that I'm currently doing now, because I have the knowledge from that experience. I have the experience from that experience, which ultimately is bringing me new experiences with my present, which is today the things that I am working on. What I'm trying to say here is that if you can develop the mindset to just try one more time, do it one more time. And as you try and as you keep on doing, learn through reflection, learn through the things as to what it is you were doing, find out, be mindful as to what it is you were doing, and also what it is you were not doing. You know, maybe the thing that is separating you from where you are to where it is you are not, it could be your efforts. It could be the information you are receiving. It could be maybe you could be one who thinks you don't need help, or maybe you could be one who thinks you know all the answers. You know, maybe the only thing that is separating you from where you are to where it is you are not is simply because you are taking advice from someone who may genuinely have good intentions for you and has not yet done whatever it is that you are trying to do, when the missing piece or the missing puzzle, to say the least, is you need to receive information from those who have not just been through where you are at, but has also gone through the things that you are currently in the midst of. Maybe the thing that you need is a mentor. There's so many different things. Again, I don't know your journey, where you are at. But basically, the purpose of this video is try one more time. Do one more time. Learn through reflection. Learn through the things that you were doing. Learn from the things that you were not doing. And I promise you that if you can find the ability, again, to keep on trying, keep on doing, if you can hold on, if you can, every single time you try and it doesn't work out, try one more time. If you try again and it doesn't work out, try one more time. If you try again and it doesn't work out, try one more time. Keep on trying until the thing that you are trying to accomplish does happen. Because I promise you, that's what's going to make up all the difference. Again, it's not a short-term game. It's a very long-term game. Depending on what it is you are trying to set out, it could take, I don't know, about a week, but possibly a week, but depending on what it is you're doing, more so it's going to take roughly a month, again, depending on what you're doing, a month, a year, 5 years, 10 years. The time depends on what it is you are doing, what it is you are ultimately trying to accomplish. If you can remember anything from this video, I want you to remember this. The ability to keep on trying excuse me, oh my gosh, I cannot speak today. The ability to keep on trying will take you to great lengths. I love you. I appreciate you. I hope this video was able to bring some form of value to you. Remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.